I'll try my best to cover as much as I can.
Please don't give this to anyone, because I don't want people coming after you.
Oh, no. You know, I don't know if I'm gonna do this whole sentence again. I feel when they kill me. Only God knows the true intentions of every human. But hey, if anything happens to me, at least I know you try to help me.
The Department of Correctional Services announced that Thabo Bester, also known as the infamous Facebook rapist, had set himself alight in his cell and died.
South African Department of Correctional Services are investigating the death of Thabo Bester.
How on earth could something like this happen?
The correctional services will have to give account as to what transpired and what steps are to be taken in future. Now, how will it be possible that an inmate
We gave this report that Thabo Bester has been burnt to death in his cell by suicide. Prisons are miserable places and they trigger terrible thoughts on this kind of life. So we had regular reports of self-terminations. This one was unique and it was weird. The first odd thing was that there'd never been a death by fire in a cell in Monroe Max prison. It's a well-constructed prison. The cells aren't clusters like in the American prisons, and they modeled it on American supermax prisons. And then the second thing is that suicide by fire without a major propellant is very difficult. How do you commit suicide in a locked cell if you're alone? By putting yourself under your own mattress and setting light to the mattress. Very good.
When I heard that he died in his cell, I was shocked. Because now that's somebody who actually knew. In 2012, at the time of Thabo Bester's arrest, I was still a junior reporter. And I covered a lot of crime stories. So it wasn't strange to get a phone call from a prisoner. And then I received a phone call.
you have a correct call.
Thabo Bester. And he says, it's the Facebook rapist. And at the time, everybody knew who the Facebook rapist was. He got the name because of how he lured his victims. He would every question in message them on Facebook, and he would pretend to be a modeling agent, offer them model contracts, and he would rob and in some cases he would rape women. This is soon after a baby that's leaning over, no like the story has. So a month or so later, he was arrested in Joburg during an attempted hijack. That's when he then pleaded guilty for the murder that he committed. And at the time when I spoke to him, he had already been sentenced to life plus 25 years. And then he says to me, no, you need to come and see me in prison. I want to speak to you face to face. I said, okay. It was raining. It was a gray, wet day. And I remember on our way there, we were nervous and excited because we were chasing after this exclusive. And then a few minutes later, out comes Bester. first time also sitting across from a convicted murderer. And he says, hey guys, and really it was like we were these long lost friends, hadn't seen each other in a long time. There's nothing about him that's intimidating. So when he speaks, you almost feel like you're speaking to, you know, somebody who's a good person who made bad decisions. You almost forget who the man actually is. During one of our visits, the prison guards made a very interesting comment and said, oh, are you guys also fans coming to see the cowboy? At that moment, we realized that there were people coming, women in particular, coming to see him. He knows how to catch his prey, and he knows what to kind of, you know, how to play on your feelings and emotions. To the point where you're thinking, how is it that you are this person in front of us, but to somebody else you are nothing but a cold-blooded killer?
Red.
3 days after the fire, a woman had come forward at the Free State Mall to claim Tabu Basin's body. And she identified herself as Dr. Nandiva Madhudumana. Who is this doctor that has gone to claim Tabu Basin's body? I think it was one report that said, yeah, she's an influencer, she's so popular.
If you do what you love, you never have to work a day in your life. Is the same what inspired Dr. Nandiva Madhudumana, founder of Optimum Medical Aesthetics. Can I be honest with you? Yes. The results are instant.
She was a cosmetic doctor that had a very large following on social media.
I think we all go through challenges, and the most important thing to remain focused and committed and living with positivity.
She had a multi-million rand company.
So we make people beautiful. That's what we do.
She appeared to be extremely successful in multiple business ventures.
Today I'm at our wellness center and our construction site.
But the strange thing was that she claimed she was Vesta's customary law wife. And requested that the body be transferred to a morgue in Soweto, where she had planned to do the funeral. Why was it that this extremely successful doctor was involved with a rapist and a murderer? The news that Thabo Bester had died was widely reported, and at that stage, Macy Mabaso, Thabo Bester's mother, wanted to claim her son's body.
The South African Police Service has confirmed suicide of rapist and murderer Thabo Bester.
Blue. Red.
The police came here and then they came and did the blood test. Because they want to make sure they all take care of. I don't get out. After my body so I
In a nutshell, if you could kind of describe your family here?
I fell in love with the entertainment industry. And I looked at these people and I admired them. I would love to. And then when I drive the car that I drive, I think that's where my problem started.
Why?
I couldn't separate reality and actual facts. And that's probably why I'm sitting where I'm sitting right now.
He's genuinely crazy. I don't know what specifically drew him to me.
Everybody, please put your hands together for my guest tonight, Paramount
Back then, Facebook was a big thing. That is how Tabo got a hold of me. It was some sort of a TV hosting thing. I got there, and then he got in the car. After about maybe 25 minutes of driving, he says, turn left here. And I realized it's a dead end. As I turned to look at him, he's already drawn the knife. My mind is racing, my adrenaline is pumping. I've never felt so stupid. I think I asked him, why are you doing this? Well, he starts a monologue about his life and how hard it has been. For me as a young Christian woman, this was a huge opportunity to do the right thing, and I really believed that I was about to help someone. I said, give your life to God, or at least speak to my pastor, and at some point he agreed. He sold his story to Pastor Victor as well.
As soon as Kyle came in, I asked him, why did you do what you did? His response was, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it, I don't know what caused it to you. I actually said, no, call the police right now. She said, please, let's not, he needs help.
We prayed together, and then I left. And I saw a police van. I said, oh, we can ask the police to drop you off. And that was the last time I ever saw his face. I gave him a Bible that day.
I think some part of me always wanted to see how it feels like to have a life and have somebody under your control.
So we get this post-mortem report about the suicide of the Facebook rapist. The post-mortem showed a wizened body, severely burnt. It also showed that there'd been some major foul play. Told the best